The next thing we're going to talk about is Apple Watch Series 7. Okay, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. Oh yeah, listen. I'm excited.
I got
to talk about it.
He loves this one.
The only reason I want to start this off is because it was the one part I watched, because they were like, "Oh, look at this watch," and I was like, "Okay, what are we gonna do?" And then they go, "Oh, it's 20% bigger screen." I was like, "It's about fucking time, damn!" All right, now we're getting. So maybe I'll buy one now. And then they had, like, obviously the keyboard on it, and then you could swipe. And I was like, oh, so we can do this now. All right, we finally brought it there. And then they were talking about like the color scheme and all that. My favorite part, I don't think the watch has it, but the new white color is called Starlight. That's all I listened for. I was like, oh, cool, Starlight. That's a cool name. And they were talking about the material is like the way the light hits, it's not as bright or whatever. Like I don't remember the exact terminology. So I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Then I saw the Hermes Apple Watch, and I was like, oh, that's where the big ballers go. See, as college broke people, we go that way.
Yeah, so they have the I think it's the titanium or
stainless steel. Yeah. Stainless steel still, I thought. Is it titanium?
No, but they also have a higher one before the Hermes.
They have a stainless steel. Yeah, it's titanium. They have that one. So it's the regular aluminum, if I'm not mistaken, then the stainless steel, and then titanium.
Oh, the titanium is new then? Because I don't remember being 3 different versions.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's new with this one.
They just announced it. Yeah.
All right. So
that's the one where I have to look at my credit cards and be like, this one can handle it. Let's do it.
Thing is, though, you pretty much don't have any screen left. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't really make the screen bigger.
Yeah. You can't.
But the one thing that you're right, I liked about it.
I think less than a millimeter.
Yeah, the one thing I like about it though is, like they said, is they made it. They made the screen bigger to make the interface easier, right? So those buttons sometimes were hard to like tap on. I don't have an Apple Watch anymore, but like snooze or alarm or different things that were hard to tap on. Now you get more text on the screen of the watch, and different things like that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Like the only thing that really drew me in. Too. The only thing that really drew me in about the Apple Watch is when they had the scene where they're on the golf course and they're like, "Oh, how far did you drive the ball?"
Yeah, right.
I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to buy one."
I knew to get you with that one. I knew to get you with that.
Yeah, I already know.
Fuck me.
He's gonna go and buy it, and then he's gonna be like, "Think about on debit."
So think about where the watch has gone so far, though. Like you can actually the first part of the commercial, the watch.
No, the first part that's where it's gone. My wrist. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like it can tell you how fast you swing for the tennis ball.
Yes.
Like those are just apps and integration and how those. Well,
we're gonna get into the software later, and we could talk about the software for the watch then, because that's it's different than the other software for the phone and the iPad. I don't want to get into that yet. But the watch one, you're right. There is some software. So, for instance, the cycling software, right? Specifically for the Apple Watch. So you could talk about that and stuff. But that's really cool too, I thought. So go ahead.
So the cycling one is actually interesting too. The fact that as soon as you get going, it tells you that you're cycling. As soon as you stop, it stops. So I think it's cool. Now you no longer have to ride and touch it, right? It automatically knows. It knows if you fell.
Yeah, exactly. It pauses it.
It knows if you
stop. So
that's smart. So if
you're like taking a break and having a drink, or let's say, a lot of times if you're biking in the city, what do you have to do? You sometimes have to stop for cars, right? Or things like that. The fact that it can tell you're no longer in that motion, which is pretty incredible when you think about it. Like before running, you have that motion on your wrist. If I'm cycling, there's no real motion to that, and it can tell that you're doing it. That's freaking dope.
But what I think is cool that when they show the commercial, when they show the guy says, "How fast am I going? Or how long have I gone?"
Yeah, how far have I gone? Yeah,
how far have I
gone? 5.2 miles.
Yeah, and then you notice that he didn't say, "Hey Siri." Oh shit. My devices.
All your devices. The Apple guy, every device in the house is
yeah. So you notice that he didn't say that. So I think that was pretty cool. I thought the watch being to the corner, like everything being to, like, for example, the numbers, how it bends in just to fit the crown and fit everything. I thought that was pretty interesting. The fact that you get a bigger video picture, a bigger display, I thought for me was pretty cool. So I actually like the watch. I like the iPad. and I like the
my only
iPad
concern though is that if according to the imagery, right, it looks like it's beveled up slightly, the watch face, right? It's kind of like in order to give you that round. Like I'm concerned about like structural, right? Because like, you know, it's all
like what?
Well, because before like it was screened, but it kind of just rounded out. So, but now it's like raised up. So the screen's the only thing that's going to get knocked if you're moving around. And so
but they made it more durable.
I get it, but their durability is only so much. Let's be honest. You know, if you're not getting Apple Care,
with that border being so thin, I mean, that you're more than likely going to break the screen.
That's my
before
point.
anything else.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know,
which I wanted to add on. So then this begs a question. No, my fault. This begs a question where it's okay. You keep making the screen bigger. Cool, granted, you know, obviously that's where the consumer wants to go. But then at what point are you going to be forced to make the entire thing bigger? Like the whole watch is going to have to increase in a few years. So what are you going to do?
The only thing I was expecting, I was like, when are we going to get a camera on it?
Why?
Like, I don't think it's necessary.
I know it's not necessary, but let's say, for example, you get a Ring doorbell. Now you can actually talk to the person. Hey, just say you're running, you're exercising, you left your phone at home. Now you can actually answer it on your watch. You get a FaceTime call.
I think,
it's on your watch.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever to integrate FaceTime or anything. As far as that goes, you'd have to get you could still speak to the person on the other end of your Ring, probably. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see I don't really see the purpose of putting a camera in the watch. There's just.
Messiah, let me ask you a question, Messiah. Okay.
Go ahead.
If you were to put the camera, where would you put it in the watch?
On the top part, where it's facing you.
Okay.
So when you go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Go finish your part.
So when you look at FaceTime, you do this.
Okay. So would you be willing to sacrifice the size of the model, like the watch itself, or some of the screen to fit that lens?
No, you're right.
See what I'm saying? So in order to add that second piece, and it's perfect with cars nowadays, but that's a different topic. You're gonna have to sacrifice something to make it work. That's why I don't think, me personally, the camera lens won't work unless you make it bigger. So then once we go to Series 8, Series 9, that watch is going to be forced to get bigger no matter what.
It's going to have to.
No, you can't.
You don't think you see it good and bigger than 44? Than 44?
No, you can't. Why would people aren't going to put it on the wrist? But... No, there's innovations they can make on the watch going forward, but you know it's all going to be internal shit, right? They've kind of you can't make who wants something that's like. I don't want something this damn big.
You ever seen Nelly's watches?
Like,
you ever seen Nelly's watches?
They're
like wrist straps. I think he's playing tennis and wipe his forehead with his watch.
Well, that's different because that's just all about status, right? That's like an Apple Watch. You're not getting
Apple's considered a status. Well, hold on, I can counter that then. So if you want to say.
Yeah, he said that with a smile. He's like, go ahead, but he smiled.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get him.
He's ready, bro. He's like, go ahead, I got you.
The one time I finally got him. So then, if you don't want to make it bigger, so then what are you going to say about the status of an Apple Watch? Because how people know you have an Apple Watch is based on the band, how it looks, the case. That's the same argument you would say about a regular watch.
Well, no, the Apple Watch, the reason why people recognize an Apple Watch is because it's the only square watch out there. Right? If it wasn't for the square design, you're not necessarily going to know.
A Fitbit is square.
Yeah, but people know the difference between a Fitbit and an Apple Watch.
Of course they do. But I'm just saying.
Why do you think Fitbit's square? Because they're trying to copy Apple. But what I'm saying is if you look at like a Samsung watch, for instance, right? Use an example. There's some of those Samsung watches, you won't know what brand it is until you're kind of there. Right? Because they are similar to your traditional watches. Apple has a square design, which I do not like personally. I like round watches. I'm not a fan of the square watch, but that's their signature. You can't, that's why they widened the screen. They didn't widen the watch. They didn't make the watch bigger. The watch is the same theoretical size as the other watch. They just made the screen bigger.
True.
And I don't think you can
the next watch, it's going to be bigger.
I disagree. I don't think that would be a
They'll
sell.
probably go up to 46.
There's a reason.
You can't. There's no way.
There's a reason Apple created the iPhone mini, right? We're reverting as a people again. We're getting out of the I need the biggest device. I'm going back to wanting more smaller portable devices. Why do you think the iPad mini they created to be like that?
Yeah.
People don't want that big, ugly fucking iPad sometimes.
Oh, but what's the difference between 44 and 46? It's not going to be that much difference. But you can use that at the extra 2 millimeter to fit that little camera there.
Let's get off the fucking camera. Nobody wants a camera in the fucking phone in the watch, bro.
Nah,
watch. It's going to happen. I predict
the watch is going to have to be bigger. The watch is going to have to. Maybe not next year. Maybe not in 2 years. Think about it. If people want a bigger screen, the border is already down to 1 millimeter. You're already there.
But here's the thing. You guys are making it sound that the thing you guys seem to forget is the watch is not designed to be a standalone device. It's not. It's not created.
Oh, let's get the 5G one.
Even the cellular one,
it's
not designed to be a standalone device. It is designed to be an accessory. Okay, an iPad is designed to be a standalone device. An iPhone is a standalone device. The watch is an accessory. You're not buying the watch to have. You're not buying the Apple Watch and having a Samsung phone, right? It's designed to be an accessory to complement those other devices you already have. So for that fact, you don't need it to be bigger. It's literally there just to be able to enhance your experience of your other devices. That's all it's for.